So in honor of the new Ant-Man movie coming out in 2 weeks, let's talk about some other Marvel films that I personally loved. And we're going to continue the top 5 Marvel films today, starting off with number 3. My number 3 favorite Marvel film that I've ever seen, and this one is probably the most interesting one, and my fans probably, the best one that they've probably ever seen too, because it's very entertaining. And who would have known that the same actor who played Star-Lord would be in Jurassic World and be getting $1 billion in like less than 2 weeks? What a coincidence! What? So, we're going to review Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy is probably what many people have described the riskiest Marvel film ever made. And rightfully so, because not that many people knew who Guardians of the Galaxy were, or who were familiar with Guardians of the Galaxy. The people who were familiar with Guardians of the Galaxy were probably the people who are huge fanboys of the comics and have pretty much, read the comics and TV shows, and basically went to every TV show or person out there who loved the movies. They're like, Guardians of the Galaxy is? And they're like, yeah, pretty much. We know who they are. So, Guardians of the Galaxy is mainly these 5 people who are basically get together. We got Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Groot, and Rocket Raccoon. And let's first start off with some positive about this movie. This movie is very, very fun. Do not let people say this movie is a bomb, or a little bomb, or it was partially fun. This movie was fun from start to finish. It was definitely enjoyable, and definitely something worth watching over and over again, just for the funny and the 80s references and all that kind of stuff. It's just a really, really good movie in general. Let me first also mention about the first person I gotta give a huge thank you to, and that is Chris Pratt. He nails the role of Star-Lord. He definitely brings a different character into the Marvel Universe. It definitely brings a different level of love and different types of character for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because all we've gotten is some serious characters like Captain America, and we got some of those quirky characters like Iron Man, and we've gotten some of those guys like the Hulk, and we got some armored characters like Thor. And then we just got some plain characters that just show up in 2 films. That's Hawkeye. Other than that, he just brings a different level of curiosity and different theme to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which I pretty much enjoy. What I also really love about this movie is that that Indiana Jones rumor about Chris Pratt, I can totally now see him as Indiana Jones, because he looks like an Indiana Jones character to me. The second character that I gotta give a lot of thanks to is Rocket Raccoon. He is probably my favorite character in the movie. He is, from start to finish, his character is just so interesting. He doesn't even know that he's a raccoon. He thinks that he's one of a kind, and he just really is a cool character, and I really appreciate the level of awesomeness they put into that character. I'm not going to be as forgiving on everything all the other characters. Groot definitely is a great character. He definitely is. I'll give props to that character. He's definitely a great character. The other 2, I'm not really going to give that much thanks to. That's where we fall into the negatives area. So, now for the negatives. For as great as the movie is, there's a few negatives. First off, Gamora and Drax. I just don't think that they're cool characters, but the actors who played them, Zoe and Bautista, I think that they're not perfect people for that role, but I still think that they do a good job. They do fine for their roles. It's just I don't think that they were perfect for me. I wish they would have had bigger and more enthusiastic, but they were still good. I mean, they're not terrible, but I just wish they would have done better for me. It would have been just a smidge better. So, the other thing I really didn't like is the villain. He seems kind of a waste. I mean, Ronan? He was just a waste in my opinion. He didn't really seem that big of a villain. I mean, he did go up with Thanos and stuff like that, but yeah, he's not really that much of a villain. He just seems, he seems like a character that is a villain, but he's just, one of those guys who they just throw into the movie so they have something to fight. So, yeah, it seems kind of a wasteful character, but I see a lot of potential for the character, and I hope that they do more with the character if he comes back. Spoilers. But yeah, overall, Guardians of the Galaxy is definitely a great movie. It's definitely something that's worth watching. Even if you are not a Marvel fanboy, this will definitely be a movie that will be enjoyable for you. And I will go off like much people say about the Guardians of the Galaxy. It is not the Star Wars of our generation. Okay, it's not. Star Wars The Force Awakens is our Star Wars generation. J.J. Abrams style. You better watch that and love it.